Good day to you all. Welcome from beautiful Umhlanga, beautiful weather today. And yes, so welcome to the Satsang and Guided Meditation. So this morning when I connected, I asked what messages are there for us today. And the deck that I used is Healing with the Angels Oracle deck. And it's a beautiful card. So it's, I think, my first Oracle deck that I bought myself. And the first card that I drew was support. And it's a card showing that we all have the support, and the earth currently has the support. I'm going to read the message because sometimes when we go through difficult times, we think that we are alone, but we are never alone. There's always support for us, for our journey, for our mission. So the card's message is, God and the angels and the ascended masters who love, protect, and guide you are watching over you right now. You are not alone and you are safe. This card reassures you that you are part of an awesome and powerful team of benevolent beings. Surround you and guide you and love you constantly. If you are in danger, they will intervene with warnings or life-saving measures. If you are afraid, they will comfort you with the energy of the divine love. If you are confused, they will whisper guidance to your ear. By drawing this card, your angels and guides ask you to talk to them more frequently. Have mental conversations with them about everything, and you will soon see evidence of their existence. Soon the angels will enlist you to help other people. If you ever feel doubtful about your ability to help others, ask the angels to help you release these fears. It's a beautiful card to start off with. Nice message for us.
Very nice.
And the second card that I drew for us is healing. And I know, especially with this month in December, we are called forth to heal, collectively heal the earth, but also activate and heal ourselves. And when we do it, we place that energy within the collective, and the collective can pick up on that. And I've had some awesome healing sessions with clients this weekend. So it's nice to know that there's always support for the healing that's busy taking place, the transformation, the changes. Because there's healing that can take place on an emotional, physical, mental, spiritual level. Everything is available to us. The card says that a situation that has caused a concern in you is on the mend. You are a natural healer, and your healing thoughts have manifested into form. Sometimes a situation cannot heal until you release the challenge completely, so that the healing light can enter it. Your worries will soon be over, because this card signifies that a healing has occurred. To realize this healing, however, you must first stop focusing on what is wrong and instead affirm everything is in divine and perfect order right now. You have a natural healing ability, and this card asks you to have faith that God works through you as an earth healing angel. Hold thoughts of love around any situation that seems to need healing. Visualize the situation as healed right now. Then give thanks to God for this healing and completely release everything to the angels. The powerful effect of the healing work touches many lives. Also a beautiful card.
Now, that definitely resonates with me, particularly at the moment, as you know, when, we're going through difficult times, but I'm trying to manifest an improvement. And so that's completely resonates with me.
Yeah. And then the third card that I drew is listening. And it says, you are in communication with your angels. And the messages that you have received are very real indeed. Trust them. This card is a validation from the angels that you really are hearing them. You have received repetitive messages through thoughts and feelings and dreams and visions, an inner voice or knowingness. Are you listening and trusting these messages? Are you following them? If you get an inclination to call someone, go somewhere, or read something, it's important to follow this guidance. By drawing this card, your angels ask you to give all your doubts and worries about the divine guidance to them. Know that you truly are communicating with heaven and enjoy the conversations.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes. The reading that they wanted me to do today fits in perfectly with those cards, and we're still busy with the great human potential. And the section that I got a big yes for was health and judgments. So it's very fitting with the healing cards and listening to spirit and knowing that there's support for this healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always amazed that they just follow and so beautifully. So it's all about health and judgments. It's our health issues always about a program that we have, especially about cancer. Cancer seems to be more rampant than ever, even though there has been so much money put into cancer research. The problem is bigger than ever. How can we better deal with health issues in this new reality? Anytime we talk about health and well-being, it is always a vibrational issue. It is never about food, the environment, or germs. It is always has to do with the frequency you are pulsing out and creating in your physical reality. Oftentimes, illness is the only way that you can get your own attention. Focuses you to stop in your tracks and assess your creation. Your vibrational state is being reflected back to you in the condition of your physical body. And that is so true.
Yeah, it is.
Because most of the time people won't do something until they are forced to. Their body says, hey, you're holding on to stuff here. So our bodies is so wise. It alerts us of when we not in a good vibration, when we're holding on to way too much stress or worries or concerns or anger or whatever it is. The body tells us, and luckily the alarm bells goes off, because else we probably won't give it attention. We won't know of, hey, we need to cleanse ourselves of this toxic energies, toxic thought forms, toxic beliefs. And it's to say thank you to the body. Most of the time when people get sick, they say, oh, why is this happening now? Why is my body letting me down? And in actual fact, it's the opposite way around. You're letting your body down by not feeding it with healthy, high vibrational thoughts and getting it to peace and calm. Because in the DNA activations, they also says our DNA unwinds and opens up when we experience feel-good emotions, and when we go into negative emotions, it tightens up and closes off again. So we switch ourselves off and switch ourselves on again. And it's to always realize that we do have choices and look at things differently so that we can experience more harmonious feelings. Because then our body will respond by giving us good health. If you are holding on to lower frequencies in your field, you will be drawn to physical items and environment that match that frequency. So let us use an example of Cancer. By pulsing out of the frequencies of anger and self-denial, you will be drawn to consume foods that do not support the body, but rather create physical response that reinforces your belief. It is possible in this scenario that you may find yourself in an environment with more toxic, more toxic as they slow the body's ability to function at an optimal level. You could, with the old 3D perception, say the toxic landfill created by Cancer, but that again is victim mentality. You're aligning with that as a means to an end. So we say the end being your ability to see you have a particular frequency in your field. So first and foremost, it's just to have awareness of what frequency you have. As you integrate these thoughts, you will no longer be drawn to the foods and the environment that reinforces the old beliefs. And that's something that I said in healing sessions yesterday as well. It's like, whatever you focus on, the universe, your environment is going to show you proof thereof. So if you focus on possibilities and opportunities, you suddenly start seeing opportunities and possibilities. If you focus on restriction and not being supported and whatever, then you see that in your environment. So it's, and that's why one of the cards also says not to focus on what is wrong, but rather what is right. Not to focus on what we can't do, but what we can do. And then following the messages, because so wherever the attention goes, so we're going to see that. So what are we calling forth? For instance, if a person is afraid of the current illness that is going around in the world, if you fear that, then it sort of comes and meets you and hugs you out of the blue, and you don't like that, and you get enraged and you feel threatened by it. But those that don't have that fear, it doesn't necessarily happen to them. So it's to become aware, are we calling forth our fears or are we calling forth another reality? We have to take responsibility for what we call forth and not to hold on to anything that's of a lower vibration, because it's going to meet us. It always does. So in fact, you can be the most in the most toxic environment and not be affected by it at all if it is not in vibrational alignment with you. This is why some people become ill when a cold goes around and others don't. And that's always fascinating to me. It's like, if there's a common cold, why will some people get ill and some people won't? And if you truly go and look at their thought forms or their fears or their beliefs or their vibration, you can see how, I want to say, that illness is matching the current vibration. And when we drop our vibration, we attract it. When we raise our vibration, we repel it. So there's other people that will not get sick in a household. But it's if you look at the mindset, it will be different. So In order to be ill, one must be in vibrational alignment with that frequency. Remember, what you pulse out, you get back. Once you integrate the old belief system, you will be drawn to the foods or environments that support and reflect your new frequency. You will crave foods that support the body and be drawn to new environments. Things that in the past, with your old vibrational signature, you probably hated doing. Now let us talk about manipulation. Manipulation only occurs when you are not willing to take 100% responsibility for 100% of your reality. In essence, what you are doing is giving someone else the illusion of power over you. It is just that, an illusion, as you are the creator and the generator of all your reality. We see many of you squirming as you read this. If that is you, take note of the resistance in your body. It is showing you that you are still holding a level of fear in your vibrational field. At this time on the planet, you see a great deal of manipulation occurring as it is reflecting back the state of mass consciousness. The majority of you are not willing to take back your personal responsibility. Even those of you who have awakened have a hard time taking responsibility for absolutely all aspects of your creation. You understand the theory, and you're still working on the practical application, shall we say. And I can relate to that, because sometimes we think, okay, I understand this and it works for all that, but one aspect of our life will say, no, but either this was done onto me, or we'll have a judgment about something. And it's to take the lesson and take the knowing of we create everything. We create everything that comes to us. We create everything that we experience. We create everything. Everything is in divine and perfect order. It's something that I said yesterday in a healing session. It's sometimes whatever we do to another is what is contracted to, and whatever happens to us is contracted to, and it happens for our highest good. And if it is that we are to become these shining diamonds, some people just come to polish us up, to release, to help us get rid of the roughness or the rough edges, or makes us shine. And we don't always see the strength that it's created, because how is a diamond created? Through tremendous amount of pressure. But we judge the pressure that others put us under. But it brings out the best in us. It brings out our strength. It brings out a different level of consciousness or awareness. So it's not to look at any aspect of life with judgment. There are several things we wish to talk about on this topic of manipulation. Let us first start with taking back your power, or rather, taking responsibility for self. Remember, you create your own reality based on your frequency. You cannot truly change your external reality by rearranging the external. True change comes by altering your frequency. And the external reality alters to match your new vibrational state. And that's why Gandhi says, be the change that you want in the world. The change always starts from within. You can't say, all these people must change to suit me. It's when you change, those aspects change. It always starts from self. Never starts from outside. The only person then that you can really change is you. You cannot change anyone else. becoming the living example is the greatest way to affect change, even on a mass scale. As you enter the holographic records, your how-to instructions, that the manifestation is shared with collective consciousness. As more of you begin to hold the new frequency, the amplitude of the signal is exponentially increased and broadcasted, making it far easier for others to access and hold. This is how great mass change occurs. And that is what occurred on the 21st of December 2020, when we place this energy, the new energy, into the collective. So I'm looking forward to that. So when enough of you begin to align with a new frequency, as a reflection, you will see and call for more things in your physical environment that match health and well-being. Personal health and well-being can happen instantly if you allow it. Old beliefs such as it takes time to heal will create that as your reality. Miracles happen when you simply align. The body matches the new residence because it is again a reflection of your energetic state. We will also remind you here that it is important to remember that you are already which you seek to become. If you think that Gaia is imbalanced and needs fixing, that is what she will forever be. If you, in the same way for you and your bodies. Instead, we offer you the suggestion of viewing Gaia and your bodies in health, wholeness, and well-being, and you are aligning with that version and reality. That brings us to the second point regarding manipulation and the big business we would like to make. When you watch the news, how do you feel about what is going on the collective level? Are you being scared, angry, or frustrated? What limiting thoughts comes to your mind? Big Pharma is killing us all. The environment is toxic. I am not safe. Our food is poisoned. Or there is not enough to go around. Take note on how you feel at a physical level, emotional and mental level. Mass consciousness is a wonderful mirror for you to see what programs you are running that still need to be integrated. What you notice are the triggers by a collective consciousness. We guarantee you that playing out in the physical life with friends and family and co-workers. On the surface, the issue may appear to be different, but when you look at the frequency, you will see it is identical. For example, you may notice that you have a fear over creating cancer in the body. The belief is, I am not safe. Where else in your life do you play out this belief? I am not safe. How about the romantic relationship or with friends? Do you openly share yourself? Or do you hide expressing yourself because it does not feel safe? The last point we wish to make you is that you are never damned to experience a version of reality simply because the collective consciousness is choosing not to awaken. Remember that you have the ability to align with any version of this now moment, including one where the planet is pristine and her inhabitants experience exuberant house. If you are not on that version, that is because you are choosing to be on a different one. The one that you are currently on holds the higher point of service for you. Simply put, you are better served and are often in greater service where you are. For instance, it may be that you still have more anger to process around manipulation. And so collective consciousness and mass manipulation provides you an excellent mirror for you. Or it may be that you're no longer in alignment with the old frequency and you have become the living example. Holding frequency is for those who have yet to identify it in themselves, thus being of greater service by standing in your light. The end.
Yeah, it was all of it made such a lot of sense to me, especially I was in a bit of a low vibrational state yesterday, mainly I think due to the weather, because I'm very influenced by the weather. But also I went to the shopping center to try and do a bit of Christmas shopping, and I didn't see anything I liked, and I just felt I shouldn't have gone there. So I came back and I was feeling sort of sorry for myself. And then I got the message loud and clear. You created this reality. You are creating this reality. This is 100% you that's causing it. And that's the message that came through yesterday. Wow. And again in the book today. So, I mean, that really resonated with me.
Awesome.
Yeah. But all of it, I mean, the other thing is, with the fear of the illness, the virus, you see, I'm not afraid of it. And I know that I'm not going to get it. And I also know that Mac's not going to get it. But the problem is he doesn't know that. And he doesn't see how it's going to help me knowing that.
He doesn't know what blessing you are in his life. You're a living God. He's God in a living, walking guardian angel. Luckily, not believing what he's believing.
Well, exactly. But sometimes I do. Sometimes it goes the other way, and I find myself believing the lie, basically. Then I have to listen to something like this, and then I flip back again and feel a lot more positive. Yeah.
We all sometimes just need a reminder, because it's not what is taught in the collective. It's not what is broadcasted to the collective. It is like the norm or the default is, no, let's just either fear or let's buy into it or let's blame it, and that part of how we respond to the news is so important to know, because what you take, you're going to create. So, and we don't have to take it. What people are fed over in the news and whatever, we don't always have to believe that is the truth. And we can create a different reality. And that's what, when people start talking fearfully or whatever, then I prefer to turn around and walk away, because I don't want to participate in it. When they say, oh, but did you hear what is happening now? Or this world is going to shambles, and it's not. But they can't see the wrong in that belief system, or what they are still creating with thinking that way. And they would think, oh no, you're just thinking airy-fairy, and don't you know what reality is? And I want to wake them up and say, don't you know what reality is? Reality is what you create. And why would you like to create that as your reality? Because we all have choices in what we make real.
Yeah, because I think we've also, well, I do anyway, I sometimes get bogged down in what I consider to be external factors, which are actually not external, they're internal. They're
Yes.
coming from me, but they feel like they're coming externally.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I also sometimes, like yesterday, there was like this fog, this thick mist between me and the universe, and it was like thick clouds. Remember, we talked the other day
Yes.
about the sun being shining above the clouds, but there was a
Yes.
thick fog, and I wasn't picking up anything. I was getting no messages until I got this one, and I'm used to getting messages. I'm used to getting put right. The angels are with me, putting me right, and I'm used to being able to hear them. And yesterday, I just felt there was like this fog that I just couldn't tune into anything, like a fuzzy TV channel, where you're just not picking up anything.
And that's what's interesting in the cards that came out, that listening one being part of that, because the spirit does talk to us. And sometimes we first have to go through things and experience something, and then the message comes. But it's a very profound message. I mean, and that has just been reinforced throughout today's session.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So it's reassuring to you that you get what you need. You get the answers. You're on the right path. You're doing the right things. And when we take responsibility for every aspect, I mean, it can be so much more beautiful experience.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You ready for a quick meditation this morning?
Yes, I am. Let me just go and get myself comfortable.
Okay. Good day to today's guided meditation, healing meditation. I want you just to close your eyes, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. With each in breath, taking in the consciousness and awareness that's available to you. Allow this tone, this vibration, this frequency to go in, through, and around your body as you just relax. Slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. Just for a moment, you just detach, releasing that go of all the collective consciousness, the energies and thought forms of others influencing you and your response to others. And just allowing yourself now to stop in your tracks. And inviting you to step into the most beautiful garden, forest area with lush green grass, flowers, butterflies, tall, majestic trees. Want you to breathe in the peace and the harmony that resides here. The beautiful tranquility and serenity. And take another 3 slow, deep breaths. In and out. In and out. In and out. Just feel your shoulders dropping even more, so you relax more, become at ease more. You found your way now through the pathways, through the forest area, to a big boulder to go and sit upon. And as you sit comfortably on this boulder, observe the beautiful scenery around you. The beautiful healing energies of nature. Now calling in God and the angels to surround you. Beautiful blessed rays of God to pour on upon you. And I want you to breathe in these healing energies to whatever part in your life needs the healing. To the organs or body parts. To your emotions. Within your emotional body or the thoughts in your mental body. Any mental torture, emotional torture, or physical discomfort that you've experienced in the past time, or even years. Feel these blessed rays of God go to each of those places in your life that you are needing it. Allowing yourself to liberate yourself from the restrictions of that way of thinking and the vibration that it was created on. And allow God and the angels now to lift your vibration. As you are surrounded in a beautiful array of lights, sacred geometries, colors and sounds. Just breathing the blessings. Breathing in the love, breathing in the support. And as you raise your vibrational frequency, you now become aware of the support team that is always with you. I want you now to listen to the messages that comes to you today. What is it that they want you to know or remember? Being filled with these beautiful healing energies to wholeness and completeness and well-being. Want you now just to open up your heart and see these streams of light and love radiate from your heart like a multifaceted diamond out into the world. And I want you to start seeing the world as well, whole, complete. Seeing Gaia as being well. Seeing the environment as being well. Seeing others as being well. Radiate this healing out into the world. This consciousness and awareness and belief of all is well. See the beauty and the God particles within every being that you come in contact with. Sending out these healing and high vibrational frequencies. To those that are ready to receive them and act upon them in this now. And the knowing that I am safe. You thank the beautiful beings of light, your divine support team that is always with you for this beautiful healing. And the continuous miracles that takes place in your life. Find your way through the forest area, down the path, back into the sacred space, back into this now, back into your body. Visualizing a diamond bubble of light coming in all around you. See this diamond light coming down the front of your body, the back of your body, the left side and the right side of your body, and gently tap beneath your feet, 2 feet below you. Now anchor and activate your cord of light down through the layers of the sand, the stones, to the crystal core of Mother Earth. And wrap your grounding cord around the crystal cluster. Feel those crystalline energies coming back up into your diamond bubble of light. Anchoring and activating a well-being on this earth plane. Anchoring and activating heaven on earth. And experiencing the new reality, the new earth. activating the new earth templates within your aura and within your being, and aligning with those. Little cord of light from the top of your diamond bubble of light, connecting with source, to be connected as above, so below on a continuous basis, living your highest truth, your highest reality, and your highest potential. And when you are ready, you may slowly come back. Rotate your hands, rotate your feet, stretch and make sure that you're properly back into your body. And when you are, you may open your eyes.
I'm back.
Okay. And how was that for you?
Oh, it was lovely. But I got a really good message.
Yes?
That I have to, when I'm in a low vibrational state, I have to allow myself to be in that state. Because what actually has been happening is when I get into that sort of downward spiral, I start beating myself up about it. And saying, you're creating this and it's your negativity. And in other words, judging myself, not loving myself, and all those things start coming in. And then you think to yourself, well, I'm judging myself and I'm wrong on all fronts. I'm wrong. I'm doing everything wrong here. So the message I got was just allow yourself to be in that low vibrational state until the clouds of mist start to separate and the sun comes through and you start to feel better. That was my message. And
beautiful.
The most beautiful smell of roses right through the meditation. It was amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was a lovely meditation. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I also loved it. And the message that came through is that miracles is not that which just happened in the time of the Bible. Miracles are still happening on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. And there needs to be dreamers and visionaries that dreams the world in a different way. And it does count. It does matter. And it does causes change. So it's, I'm going to say, it was reinforcing my belief in miracles and that anything can be possible. And so that was my focus on for the collective.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining me. I wish you have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. It's your weather, sunny. So
yeah, it is. It doesn't know quite whether it wants to be sunny or cloudy here, though. But
okay.
Getting there. I'm going out into the sun anyway, and I'm going to just lie in it. Whatever it is, I'm going to lie in
it. Wonderful. Okay.
Thanks, Fiona. Thank you.
Lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Okay. Bye. Bye.